Abdera, Thrace, the 4th century before Christ. On the central square, a judicial drama unfolds. A respected citizen stands accused of squandering a colossal inheritance, 100 talents of gold. By the city's laws, anyone who wastes their father's estate on wanderings forfeits the right to burial in their native soil. Yet the accused bears no resemblance to a spendthrift. For years, he lived among graves, dissecting animal carcasses and bursting into unsettling laughter at funeral processions. His name is Democritus. Instead of begging for mercy, he unfurls a scroll of his book, The Great World Order, and begins to read in absolute silence. The judges who came to condemn a madman suddenly find themselves confronting a vision of the universe that overturns their consciousness. After this speech, the city not only acquits him but awards him 500 talents, later raising bronze statues in his honor. But what exactly did he read to them? And why does his laughter still echo through the corridors of modern science? Man in antiquity lived imprisoned by terror of celestial omens. Every clap of thunder was perceived as the personal wrath of Zeus, every solar eclipse as a harbinger of doom. Life seemed a chaotic performance by capricious gods, where humans were mere puppets on a shaky stage. We still carry within us this ancient fear of uncertainty. We seek higher meaning in random coincidences, trying to find footing in a shifting world of opinions. But what if the world is actually devoid of any divine plan or purpose? What if the universe is merely a cold mechanism, operating by iron laws we are afraid to acknowledge? This silent question to modernity was born precisely then, in Abdera. Democritus shattered the world of the gods with one fundamental concept, the atom. In his tongue, it meant indivisible, an absolute limit beyond which matter could not be divided. He redefined the very essence of reality. Only in convention exists color, sweet and bitter. He proclaimed, in reality, only atoms and void. He split the world into something, atoms and nothing, the void. Atoms are infinite in number and shape. They may be smooth, hooked, or rough, and it is their coupling that creates everything from the scent of a rose to distant stars. Democritus introduced the principle of isonomy. If a phenomenon is possible and does not contradict nature, it must necessarily exist somewhere in infinite space. From this followed a conclusion that shocked his contemporaries. Our world is not unique. There exist worlds without sun or moon, worlds where celestial bodies are immense, and worlds where there is no life at all. All arise from a giant vortex of particles and perish upon colliding with one another. His laughter was the answer to human pride. It was the laughter of a man who saw that our tragedies and triumphs are merely temporary configurations of dust. He found support not in gods, but in the understanding that everything happens by necessity. This code of reality allowed him to achieve euthymia, a state of serenity and harmony of the spirit. But within this perfect machine lies a fatal vulnerability. If the world is an iron chain of causes and effects, then where is the place for the human eye? Democritus turned the universe into a prison of necessity, where every movement of your finger was predetermined billions of years ago. His determinism leaves no room for heroism, morality, or love. All these are merely side effects of the mechanical collisions of particles. Even the soul consists of material spheres that simply scatter after death. Opponents from Aristotle to Epicurus recoiled in horror from this picture. They understood, if we are merely mechanisms, then we bear no responsibility for our actions. The theory that promised liberation from the fear of gods, in exchange, placed upon man the chains of eternal predetermination. Take with you his recipe for euthymia, true well-being of the soul. Do not seek happiness in external goods or the opinion of the crowd, for they are illusory. Measure your desires against your strengths, and do not be surprised by the blows of fate. True knowledge is the only medicine capable of curing the soul from passions. Remember, you are part of a great and unchangeable order of things. Happiness lives in the soul, not in gold.